Holy crap, the wash bay is empty today.
Wow.
This would be where we come to wash our vehicles. I apologize for the shaky footage, but Denise seems to be hitting every pothole there is on the road at the moment.
I could have hit worse ones.
Yes, I know. So yeah, this is where we come to pressure wash our vehicles down. And then as soon as we drive away, they're about just as dirty.
Yes.
Considering sometimes the dust is so bad when you're driving on the roads, you cannot see more than 10-20 feet in front of you at a time. Hence why we only drive 16 kilometers an hour. We're gonna have to watch this when we get back to the tent.
Oh yeah.
Why is it when I'm driving with you I smoke so much?
Peer pressure.
Yeah, but you're not even smoking right now.
No, but I probably will be.
Well, you know you want to.
I just threw one out.
Yeah, I know you did. So did I. I wonder if the kids are going to be at the fence today.
I don't know. We'll see. Kids are at the fence, we will wave and say hello.
When Denise and I were driving around, was it yesterday? Yeah, when we went down to New Canada House at lunch hour, there was a few of the little girls from the school up by the fence. Which it's now, that school that we were talking about earlier is one of the many schools that in the Kandahar area that allow little girls to go to school now, whereas before this mission started they weren't allowed. So it's one of the benefits this mission has had on this region.
Yes. Education is a big part of these people's lives.
Yes, it is. And it's one of the
education and independence.
And it's one of the many things that, like I said, have benefited this region from this mission that you don't necessarily hear about on the media all the time, because all they like to talk about is the negative impact that's happening here.
Yeah. About
people losing their lives and devastation, whereas they don't like to broadcast on the good that is happening in this country.
Devastation is news, but I think good thing is news.
Yes. But apparently devastation is what sells their ratings.
But we're not here for devastation, we're here for rebuilding Afghanistan.
Yes, and hopefully turning it back to what it once was, where people can live freely and in peace and not have to fear for their lives every day.
Yes.
Which I still think will take a long time to come, but
it may take
it's not something that can happen overnight.
No. So the next time some of you are feeling sorry for yourselves, think of the poor people here and every day live in fear of their lives. No food, no water, no shelter.
Especially, like, for instance, the Afghans that we have work on the base every day are risking their lives to come to their job here every day, and they make anywhere between $5 and $20 US a day, which I know to people back home sounds like slave labor, but if you convert that into their currency, they're actually making fairly good money, and you couldn't pay them what we make back in Canada because you would offset their economy.
Right. And here we have the dump. You can smell the dump. Oh, wait, they put all kinds of stuff up. You can't really see the dump anymore.
No, but behind that green barrier is where the hazardous waste section is, that myself I have to deal with on usually a weekly basis, if not a little more often. And then here you have where the incinerators are and where they sort all the garbage. Like, scrap metal will go out to locals outside the wire, and they try to salvage what they can so that it can be used for something else, and so on and so forth.
We're all about the environment here.
Yes. We have to follow...
Recycle.
We follow the same regulations for environmental standards here as we do back in Canada.
Now here we have the old Russian bunker, like barracks. that the Russians built back when they tried to invade Afghanistan.
Yeah, and now many locals occupy them, and mostly I think Afghan National Army and their families live there because it's so close to the base.
Yes. And here we have Syed Pasha's school.
Yep. Which would be that nice blue building there that they recently painted, I think, a couple months ago.
They fixed up and painted, and now children can go back to school and educate themselves.
And like we said earlier,
for a better life.
There has been many contingents, especially the Canadians, taking it upon themselves to do fundraising for that school. And we have weekly 50-50 draws where obviously 50% of the proceeds go to the school, and 9 times out of 10 the person who wins donates their winnings to back to the school.
Yes.
So most times 100% of the proceeds go to the school.
And that buys clothing and food and books.
And school supplies.
Pencils, notebooks.
And like I said, this is one of the many schools in this region that now allow little girls to go back to school. Whereas, like I said before, they weren't permitted to. And then here that we're coming up to in front of us is one of the many cement plants on the base. That is run by locals as well. And wow, Denise went quiet.
I'm just looking.
I'm a little bit shocked. And here we have a convoy of trucks coming up in front of us that are probably coming from just outside the wire. There's hundreds of trucks that come in on this base on a daily basis. And you can see there, that is a lineup of trucks waiting to go through the security checkpoints to get into the camp.
Yes.
They have to go through many different versions of scanning and things, whatever.
We even have a big x-ray machine.
Yep. Nothing comes on this camp without being x-rayed or smelled by the bomb dogs. We take plenty of extra precautions for on this base to keep our security level at where it is.
Check, make sure nobody's coming, we're good to go. Yep. And we get somebody coming through, we'll just wait for them.
Yep.
They're American.
I'm just not going to film the gate that we're passing through right now because we don't want to get in any trouble for that.
No.
Like I said, there's many things that we cannot film or take photographs of on this camp. And the main reason for that is our security.
So which way are we going now?
Let's go...
We go right.
Because then we can kind of show where the market area is.
Okay.
Although we won't be able to drive right up past the market because it's on right now today, where we just nicely came from before we started this video. And they blocked the roads off so that, to keep it safe for pedestrian traffic, I guess you could say.
Keep the people safe from us.
Yes, you do not want to turn Denise and Kai loose with a vehicle around large groups of people.
No.
After you've been here so long, you have to find your own type of entertainment, and if that's running people over, then that's not our fault.
That's right.
Peer pressure. I think my lighter's about to die. And of course, every time I say that, it works.
Well, just keep saying it, it'll keep working. Used to just be wire here where you can see the kids, but now you can't.
Now it is HESCO barrier.
For our protection, of course.
Yes. They actually had incidences in the summer of '07 when I first nicely got here, where there was threat of incoming fire through this fence. So since then they've put HESCO barrier up to protect the personnel that are on this side of the fence. And as Denise says, if there's incoming fire, just stand like a tree.
Make like a tree, they'll never shoot at you. Because you're a tree.
Yep.